We are live here from Knoxville, Tennessee, on the road to get our college football playoffs started in one of the biggest and most intense stadiums in the country for college football. We are going to be taking on the Tennessee Volunteers in their house in the first round of the college football playoff. They were an undefeated team all season, losing it to Texas in the SEC championship game. We came out with an ACC championship victory, and this is where we have been slated, the number 12 seed versus the number 5 seed on the road in prime time in front of the lights and the hundreds of thousands of fans. We're getting ready to go. So welcome back to the channel for those y'all returning, and welcome if you are new here to Champ and Sons. Now, let's take a quick look at our opponent, Tennessee, the Volunteers, led by Cameron Ellis with almost 3,700 yards on the season, about 70% completion percentage, but a 35-5 touchdown to interception ratio, basically 7-1. The kid's accurate. You got to give the kid credit there. He's averaging 286 yards per game and about 9.2 yards per attempt. So he's got pretty good stats. They do know how to move the ball down the field, and that's going to be something we're going to have to watch for as this game kind of gets underway. Now, the rushing game, I think, is where we can make something happen. So Ellis, their quarterback, led the team in rushing with 526 yards on the ground, but he did have 7 touchdowns as well. So we are going to have to watch his scramble capability, along with their running back, Akujaba. I think that's how it's pronounced. We came in with only 514 yards, but he only carried the ball 98 times. So this is definitely a passing-heavy offense, and that's something we're going to have to contend with. On the receiving side, if you look at him, Larry Awasam, 936 yards, 7 touchdowns. But Huston coming in with 68 receptions, only 850 receiving yards, but he did have 12 receiving touchdowns in the season. So they've got a lot of, weapons through the air that is really going to stretch out our defense quite a bit. Now, taking a look at the defensive side for the Volunteers, led by Eric Kafka, the captain, their redshirt junior linebacker. He's the heart of that defense. But if you look, they get pressure on the quarterback. Espinoza, Kanalik, Hitchcock, Gash. All these guys make a habit of getting to the quarterback. So it is something we are going to have to watch out for. Now, as far as our passing game, Kofi, Witt, Northrup, just between those guys, you're talking 3 guys, almost 10 interceptions. They can force turnovers, and we're going to have to be careful. So let's go ahead and jump into this game. Tennessee on their opening possession here as we get started in the first quarter. As they drop back and try to get a screen pass off, but Hanneman gets in there too quickly and basically breaks that one up. So the pass does fall incomplete. So now it's 2nd and 10. They are at the 40-yard line on the plus side of the field. Ellis claps his hand, sends the back in motion, has the snap, throws it to the left side, hits his receiver who gets brought down quickly on that one, and Tennessee is moving fast. They are a fast-paced offense as they're going to be 3 wide in the shotgun, 2 back set. Ellis making changes before the snap. Has it in his hands. Pressure comes by Hanneman, dumps it off to the left side, has space in front of him, bounces off 1 tackler, and finally Copper cleans that one up, and that would force a punt. And here we come back at it on our ensuing possession at our own 33-yard line. Smith rolls out to the right, throws it back across his body and hits the defender right in the chest. And that's going to be a walk-in pick 6, Terrence Witt. We saw he's got some interception numbers, and he was just lurking right there. And normally Smith uses our tight end as a pretty good dump-off pass for whenever there's not a whole lot of space to go anymore on a scramble. But they read that one perfectly, and Witt jumps right in front of it, and he's going to get a pick 6 here early in this game. So following that, we have to respond. Now under 9 minutes to go in the first quarter, we're trailing now 7-0. Smith's got the snap in his hands, in the pocket, fires it over the middle, and he's going to hit Burks, who makes the catch and is brought down at the 29-yard line over the middle. Great catch and throw and catch. A little dangerous, though. Witt lurking in the area once again. Got to be careful. 1st and 10, though, for the Seminoles in the I formation. Smith under center has the snap, hands it off to Davis. Got a little hole open, but not much room after that. The hole did open, but the defense did a great job of closing that one down, and Davis only picks up 4 yards down to the 25-yard line to make it 2nd and 6. Going to be in the shotgun now. 3 wide set, Nacua wide left all by his lonesome. Smith in the backfield has the snap. Pressure comes, blitz comes, drops it off for Davis, and he just missed the throw. He was looking for Connor Davis, and he just whiffed on him. He was wide open coming out of the backfield. But Smith, that interception, I think this crowd is getting to him. He is a freshman. It is a tough place to be. Smith has the snap. Blitz comes, fires over the middle. He's going to hit Nacua, but he dropped it. It was in his hands, but he dropped that one. And that's going to bring Amerson onto the field to try about a 43-yard field goal. He lines it up, boot ball, and it does go right down the middle. That's going to at least put us on the board finally, still trailing 7-3 though. However, a lot of football left. There's a lot of football left, and I'm glad to see at least our kicker isn't missing wide open ones as he boots that one through. So it is going to be 7-3 here at this juncture in the game, midway through the first quarter. Tennessee looks real distraught. Their fans do. I'm not sure why. After forcing a 3-and-out, our defense does. Our offense comes back with it in good field position. Smith has the snap, hands off to Davis, right side hit, and brought down relatively quickly. Normally we're able to get that hole to open up, and Davis is able to find some space. Just not happening right now early in this one. 5 minutes ago in the first quarter, we trail 7-3, facing a 2nd and 8. Smith has the snap. Pressure comes. He scrambles the left side, takes it up the middle. He's at about the 30, slides down at the 26-yard line. Had a lot of space open, and they have to watch for that. Smith can scramble if he needs to. It's not his primary to go to, but he can do it, and it is a weapon that we might have to start looking to use maybe a little more often. So 1st and 10 Seminoles. Smith sends Davis in motion. Quick swing pass to Davis on the right side. He's got it at the 20. Pushing forward and brought down at the 12-yard line. Good gain here for about 13 yards by Davis, making the reception out of the backfield. That pre-snap motion and then the little kind of read option at that point, or RPO, had that defense pretty well fooled. So here we come back at it now. 1st and 10 from the 12 on the screen pass to Davis. Hit him out of the backfield once again. Follows his blockers, pushing forward, and Davis picks up 9 yards down to the 3. Going to make it 2nd and 1 here from the 3-yard line. We are on the door knocking, looking to try and take the lead here for the first time in the playoffs. Going to be heavy set formation. Smith under center. 3 tight ends, 2 to the right side. Boyette in the backfield. Hands off to Boyette. Nowhere to go, and he gets stood up and dropped for a loss of a yard. Boyette, our big back, he's got speed, but he's also really more powerful than anything. Just could not get any space. So 3rd and 2 from the 4. Smith spreading them out wide in a shotgun. 4 wide set. Nacua wide left by himself, trips to the right side. Smith has the snap in hand. Quick throw over the middle. He hits a Curry. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And a Curry just sat down in that zone. What a play by Smith to actually see him that quickly. It looked like he saw the defense and kind of how they were going to spread out once the ball was snapped. And Akiri smart enough to just sit down, find the space, sit down in the zone, and Smith found him quickly and put on a good hard pass to get that ball in there. And so we will now take the lead for the first time in the playoffs. So now a little later on in the first quarter, we have a chance to extend it. As we go around on the option pass, Smith hits, and that's going to be picked off again. Witt intercepts the Wildcat option pass, and it's going to be back-to-back pick sixes. 2 in the first quarter. I guess not really back-to-back technically, but it's his 2nd damn pick 6 of the game, and Tennessee is going to retake the goddamn lead again. So now we have to bounce back. I mean, Smith, that one I don't think was so much on him, but overall just a great defensive play, but he's got to be more careful to get that ball out quicker or to just curl up and take the sack instead of trying to release it. So here we are once again, finding ourselves trailing by 4 in a 14-10 game going from the Wildcat. As we send Lane in motion around the right side. Lane's got the jet sweep. He's at the 30. All the way down to the 20, 15. Cuts back, hit, and brought down at the 9-yard line. What a play by Lane. He got the jet sweep from Davis as they came out in the Wildcat once again, and I guess the defense may have had to watch out for that Wildcat pass at that point, and that really allowed Lane to get around the edge and our blockers to seal that off and to get those yardages. It's now 1st and goal here early in the second quarter as we try to come back and take the lead again. 1st and goal from the 9. Smith in the shotgun, has the snap, hands it off to Davis going left side, makes a cut forward and brought down at about the 2-yard line. And it looks like one of our linemen is going to go down, Michael Horn. He's going to kind of hobble off the field here, but we'll have to check in on him, see how long he's actually going to be out for. So now it's 2nd and goal from the 2. Heavy set formation. Smith under center, 3 tight ends in total. Boyette in the backfield. Says the snap, hands off to Boyette, and the blitz came right up the gut, and there was not enough blockers there. Muscle cramps. LaMichael Horn is suffering from muscle cramps, but he should be back soon once they get some fluids in him. But we're going to have to keep him off for now. Boyette got hit in the backfield and dropped for about another 2-yard loss. It's been the pattern so far. 3rd and goal from the 4 now. Smith claps his hands, has a snap. Pressure comes, fires it to the left side, and that one's dropped. Looking for Burks, and not the greatest throw in the world. I think Smith got a little rattled by the pressure coming at his face. Not the greatest throw. Luckily, it wasn't a turnover, and Amerson does put the boot ball and squeezes it in the right upright. But that does give us points on the board once again. So, hey, it's still a 1-point ball game. We're still in striking distance, even if they get a touchdown. So that's key. I want to try to keep this game within 1 point or within 1 score, because that's, I'm pretty sure, what it's going to come down to in the end. So the fans distraught here in Knoxville that Amerson would put through a 21-yard field goal and make it a 13-14 game. So now here comes Tennessee right back at it. It's handed off to the left side, and Hanneman's going to bring him down behind the line for a 3-yard loss to make it 2nd and 13 from their own 12. Ellis in the shotgun, 3 wide, 2-back set, has the snap in hand. Quick throw to the left side, hits his running back in open space as he's finally brought down after about a 5-yard gain up to the 17-yard line. 3rd and 8 now for the Volunteers. Claps their hands, sends the back in motion once again. As the snap, pressure comes, fires over the middle. We're going to get them stopped before the line to gain, and they will be forced to punt. So following that punt, here we come right back at it in a 13-14 ball game at the 40-yard line. Hand that one off to Davis left side. Makes a cut back up the middle. Hit and brought down by multiple defenders. He's got 60 yards, though, already here in the first half on 10 carries. Basically making the 6 yards per carry. He's having a pretty great night so far. 2nd and 4 now. From the pistol formation, 2 tight end set. Davis in the backfield. Smith as the snap, hands off to Davis to the left side. Hit and stood up. Not a whole lot of space to go on that one. He picks up a couple yards still, though, so it's going to be 3rd and 2 from the 32 on the plus side. A big-time 3rd down play here. The crowd is rocking. The stadium is shaking. Smith in the shotgun. 2-back, 3 wide set, has the snap. Quick throw to Lane on the right flat. He's got the ball. Lowers his shoulder and picks up about 5 yards. And that's exactly what we needed. Just get the first down. Lane didn't have to score a touchdown on that one. He just needed the first down, and we got it. So 1st and 10 Seminoles now from the 28-yard line. Smith staying in the shotgun. Davis in the backfield offset to his left side. Has the snap in hand. Pressure comes. Great block pickup, and that one's going to be dropped by Burks. That was a great block pickup by Davis there as the rusher came off that right edge. And Smith, that definitely made him nervous and affected the throw. He's going to have to get a little tougher at this stage. So 2nd and 10 now. Smith sends Burks in motion, has the snap. He fires it over to the left side. He's going to hit Nakua on the little out route there, and he makes the catch and is brought down at the 18. They will give him the first down on this one. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Seminoles from the 18-yard line inside the red zone officially. Smith from the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left side, has the snap. Drops off a screen pass for Davis. He's got some space up the middle, but not a whole lot there. Jewell, the blocking guard, tried to get out in time, just unable to pull it off and to get his block, so they were able to make the stop. 5-yard gain. He's going to make it 2nd and 5. So Smith staying in the shotgun. 2 receivers left side, 2 tight end set, has the snap. Hands it off to Davis, going left, cuts it back up the middle, follows his blockers, being patient with it, and Davis gets it pretty much to the line to gain. They're going to mark him just shy of the first down marker, though, and make it 3rd and inches from the 9, but a great job just being patient with the run, following his blockers, and continuing to push forward. So 3rd and inches, Smith from the shotgun. Looks over the defense, has the snap in hand, hands it off to Davis. It's a big hole, open over the middle. Davis punches it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Connor Davis took that one up the gut and rammed it in as he powers that one home. That's going to give us a lead here for the 2nd time tonight in Knoxville, this time later in the 2nd quarter, just over 4 minutes remaining as we punch that one in a fantastic offensive drive, getting just what we needed at the time instead of pushing it all the way. So now here comes the Volunteers on their ensuing drive as they got to respond as we lead by 6 now. Hand it off to the right side. He's got a pretty decent hole open, picks up 6 yards on that one. And they're going to continue to go in the hurry up, staying in the 3-wide, 2-back set. And the snap. Pressure comes, scrambles to the right side, throws it back over the middle, hits his receiver, he's got open space, and he's got a great ability to run, and he will take it into the end zone. And that's going to give the Volunteers the lead once again. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, my goodness. Mew gets that one in, and that's going to be a big-time play for this Volunteer offense as they will take the lead once more. So now trailing 21-20 here under the 2-minute marker. We hand that one off to Davis, who gets around the edge and has some space and picks up 9 yards. Now we're going to go in the hurry up ourselves. We're going to give Tennessee a little taste of their money since we are under the 2-minute marker. Right now about 1:30 remaining in a 21-20 ball game here at the 50-yard line. Smith still making changes. He's going to have to get the snap off quicker than what he's doing. He's got it in his hands finally. Pressure comes, drops that pass off. He's going to hit a carry at the 30. He's got speed at the 10, 5, dives it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. What a play. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. A quick strike, a carry with the speed. Made the catch in some open space, and then a pure effort all the way in. And that dive at the goal line really just gave it that extra jolt, push across the goal line, and we're going to capture the lead once more here in this game. And that is going to take us to halftime now, as we will have the lead 27-21 here on the road. Connor Davis, so far the player of our first half. He's got 15 carries for 88 yards. Now we have used him a lot. We're probably going to want to try to limit that as we go throughout the game. Because if we can pull off a win, I want him healthy for the next game. I don't know if y'all saw the bracket earlier, but the winner of this game will go on to face the SEC champion Texas Longhorns. That's not going to be an easy thing for us if we are able to pull out this win. So I need my guys healthy. Davis, he's been a workhorse for us. He's almost at the century mark. But I need to make sure he's ready to go. Now, Smith has been turnover prone in the first half. We've got to watch that. He's got to be better about that than what he has been. So, here we go. Let's jump into this second half here as Tennessee's going to start out on their opening possession, trying a screen pass, and pressure got there too quickly. Now, LaMichael Horn did drop out and have to go under the tent once again. This time, though, it's just for a slight little shoulder shakeup. Nothing too major, so he will be back out there. Now 2nd and 10 for the Volunteers offense at the 43-yard line on the plus side. Claps his hands. Ellis has a snap. Fires over the middle. Hits his receiver, and our defender just went flying past him. I guess he was trying to go for the ball, just completely whiffed on the ball and the man. And that allowed him to get some extra yards down to the 28. So 1st and 10, Tennessee. Quick throw to the left side. Hits his receiver. Once again, Ellis on point. I can see why he had a 70% completion percentage for the season. So we do lead 27-21. Defense with the back against the wall as the Volunteers are now officially inside the red zone. Breaking tackles, and Copper finally brings them down at the 10. This is a goal-to-go situation now. Going into the pistol formation now, the Volunteers are. Hands it off to the right side. Great block by their tight end, and that's going to free him up into the end zone. Nothing we tried it, but a well-executed play by both sides. It's just their team executed slightly better. And Tennessee's now going to be poised to take the lead by 1 once again. There goes their dog. Who the hell knows what his name is? Isaiah Ishmael, the running back for the Volunteers, been powering through so far this game. Been the highlight for their ground game, and it paid off. So now we're trailing by 1, coming right back at him here on our ensuing drive in the first drive of the second half. Smith fires that one over the middle, looking for Wusu, but that was almost intercepted. Nathan Paul, the junior safety for the Volunteers, knocked that one down. 2nd and 10. Smith, he's starting to get a little pressure, and I don't like it when he's making throws like that. Good smart play by the offense to hand that one off to Davis, and he just runs it down and picks up some yards. Calm Smith down. This is a harsh environment to play in. He is a freshman. We've seen him collapse before. Just calm him down, make smart play calls. So on 3rd and 7, Smith's got the snap in hand, scrambles out to the left side, waits and throws it at the last second, and they knock that one away. So that's going to end up being a 4th and 7. And it looks like the Seminoles are keeping our offense on the field, and they are. 4th and 7, offense stays on the field real early here in the second half. I don't know if you really have to do this at this point. Smith making changes, claps his hands, has the snap back in the pocket, takes off up the middle. He's got space. He's got more yardage at the 20. Smith, and then he fumbles it. Smith fumbles, and the Volunteer defense jumps on it. You've got to be kidding me. Smith took off, had the space, and had the additional yardage, and instead of sliding, he fumbles the ball. And so here come the Volunteers following that fumble. You've got to be kidding me. We trail 27-28. They have a chance to extend their lead now to beyond just the 1 point. Volunteers in the pistol, has the snap, hands it off to the right side, and Freeman comes flying through. Cam Freeman makes a stop in the backfield for a 4-yard loss to make it 2nd and 14. So now we've got them backed up slightly in the shotgun. 2-back set, throws it out to the right side, and blasts their running back. Nowhere to go. We come up with a big-time stop on that play to knock him down for another 4-yard loss to make it 3rd and 18. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ellis has a snap, quick throw to the right side. He hits their back coming out of the backfield, bounces off one tackler, still going forward, and finally we stand him up. Briggs gets to him, stands him up and puts him down, and they do punt the ball surprisingly. So following that punt, we have another opportunity as we hand that one off to Davis, picks up 6 yards once again. He's got 116 on the ground tonight. I know Smith has made some great throws, but he's also turned the ball over 3 times. But he's made some great throws. It's just that, man, Davis has really been the workhorse for us all night. 2nd and 4. Smith sends Burks in motion, has the snap. They rush only 4. Clean pocket, fires it deep to the left side, looking for Nakua, and he's got him in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. They just tell him to try to overthrow Nakua if you can. And every time Smith gives it his best shot, Nakua says, not today, as he runs up underneath that and catches it in the end zone. And that's going to give us the lead here once again. And this time in the second half, we take the lead. It's 33-28. Our offense is staying out on the field. Looks like we're going to go for 2 at this point. So the 2-point conversion. Smith staying in the shotgun, a 3-receiver set. A Curry's in the slot left. Smith looks it over. Keeps making changes before the snap. Has the snap in his hand. Blitz comes, fires over the middle, and Curry makes the catch. 2-point conversion is good. We lead now by a full 7 points, 35-28. So here later in the third quarter, about 1:50 remaining. Ellis has the snap. Blitz comes, and he drops off a screen pass. He gets out around the outside on the left side. Breaks another tackle down the left sideline there and brought down at the 26-yard line as they got free on that screen pass, and good blocking setup. Piss poor play by the defense. Ellis for the Volunteers staying in the shotgun. Looks like he's got 4 wide receivers out there. Sends his back in motion, has the snap. Quick throw to the right side, hits his receivers. Hit, brought down, and finally Biggs comes up and puts them to the turf. They are starting to break some tackles, and that's making me nervous. Now inside the red zone at the 18-yard line, 2nd and 1 from the pistol still. They send the receiver in motion. Ellis has a snap in his hands. We rush only 4. Pressure closed in, but he gets the pass away. and that is going to be 1st and 10 Volunteers. Ellis 27 of 31 on the evening so far as this third quarter gets ready to come to a close. It is a 35-28 Seminoles lead. As Ellis claps his hands, has the snap back. Pressure comes. He rolls out to the right. Gets sacked. He's going to be brought down behind the line. That is going to be a great sack here by our defense as Alex Lorig, the sophomore safety, comes on the blitz and he gets home and brings Ellis down, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter as we lead 35-28, but the Volunteers are knocking. They've been passing the ball all over the field. Their run game has been quite hampered. We've been pretty well, I'm not going to say even on the offense. Yardage-wise, I think we're doing pretty decent. And play-wise, we are about even, give or take, as far as rushing to passing plays. So coming into the start of the fourth quarter, 2nd and 16, Ellis has the snap. Pressure gets there. He fires it over the middle, makes the catch, and they're going to be brought down at the 10. That is going to make it a 3rd and 8 now. Ellis staying in the shotgun, 3 wide, 2-back set, has the snap in hand. Pressure comes, fires it to the left side, hits his receivers, stood up, and he's dropped shy of the line. 4th and 1 here from the 3. Volunteers are going to go for it. Heavy set formation, 3 tight ends, 2 to the right side. Ellis under center, has the snap, tosses it to his back, goes around the edge, but he's going to be stood up. He gets stood up trying to cut it back, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Now, our offense couldn't do shit with it, being pinned back like we were. So we had to punt it away, and here come the Volunteers once again on a 1st and 10. Ellis has the snap in the pocket, fires it deep to the left side, and they're going to make the catch as we finally force him down at the 1-yard line. Terry Awasam makes the catch on that play and down to the 1, so they're going to try it again. 1st and goal from the 1, heavy set. Ellis. Play action this time, fires it to the right side, hits his tight end in the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown, Volunteers. And they're going to be in position to tie this game up here in the fourth quarter. Madden, the tight end, comes up with the catch. Got free after that play action, and that's really what did it. So it happens. So now here later in the fourth quarter, Smith hands that one off to Davis to the right side on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go, and Burks looks to be down. He's going to have to come off for a brief second at least to get checked out. In a tied 35-35 ball game, Burks on the block just couldn't. It looks like there's something wrong with his abdomen on that one. So Davis didn't get any yards. That's going to make it 2nd and 10. 6.5 minutes remaining in the ball game in a 35-35 game. Smith sends Wusu in motion, has the snap in the pocket, fires it over, didn't see Witt again. And Witt takes off down the left sideline at the 20-10. His pick 6 for the 3rd time. This has got to be a playoff record. 3 pick 6s by 1 player. Terrence Witt for the Volunteers has just been right there. I don't know if him and Smith are buddies or something. They used to play together in high school. I don't know. But, this is ridiculous. He just undercut that one. He saw Nakua coming the whole way, read it, and beat us on it. So now we're trailing by 7 with 4.5 minutes to go, 35-42. Smith needing to bounce back after this one. Takes off up the middle on a 1st and 10, and he will be wise and slide down after a 9-yard gain. So 2nd and 1, and Smith is starting to look a little hobbled. Looks like this game has beat him up just a little bit as he hands that one off to Davis up the middle, and Davis, he's got 27 rushes for 151 yards. We really didn't want to use him this much in this game, but we haven't had much of a choice. All right, this has been too much of a close call kind of game, and we need players of his caliber out there, although, as you can tell by the wear and tear, he is struggling. So that's going to make it 1st and 10 after that carry by Davis as Smith has the snap. Scrambles to the right side, hit, and he's going to be dropped for a sack. 2nd and 14. And Smith, a little hobbled looking, getting up after that sack. This has been a tough-fought game for this Seminoles offense. 2nd and 14. Smith has the snap in hand. Takes off to the left side once again. Has a little bit of space at the 30. Slides down at the 25-yard line and picks up just enough for the 1st down. And Burks is going to be out for just a little bit. We should be able to see him back out there maybe. 1st and 10 Seminoles after the scramble by Smith. He claps his hands, has a snap back once again. Pressure comes, drops it off to Davis over the middle. This time he didn't miss him, and he makes the catch. Now, a big loss for Tennessee here near the end. Kunalik is going to drop to the turf, and he's going to have to come off for a little bit and need to get checked out. He looked like he was not feeling very well. So 2nd and 3 from the 17. Smith, once again, he's going to hit Lane this time coming out of the backfield. And why not? Connor Davis has a bruised sternum, and he's going to be out for the remainder of the game. Well, that sucks. But Lane is a very valuable back. He's just a freshman. Once again, got to be careful with it. So now here at the 2-minute timeout as we've been marching down the field, trying to get this game tied up. We're at the 12-yard line. 2 minutes remaining. Going to be in the Wildcat formation. Lane running it this time. Sends McCracken in motion, has it, jet sweep to McCracken down the left side. He's got space. Release the McCracken. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. What a run by the freshman to freshman on the jet sweep. And McCracken got that one punched in. I mean, great blocking on that left side. That's really what did it. There was not a defender in sight that had a chance to stop him. And that's going to get the game tied up. And Tennessee will not be able to do anything with their possession. In fact, we end up going to overtime. Here in the playoffs on the road in one of the most hostile environments, we look at the playoff or overtime rules, pretty basic for college football. As teams meet at center for the coin toss, this is going to be a big coin toss here. Possibly the biggest of the season. Well, technically it is the biggest of the season since it's in the damn playoffs. And we will win the toss, and we're going to go on defense first. I want to know what we got to do. As Tennessee is going to be the first to carry offense, I don't think it really matters what side of the field they go towards. And that we have to defend, it's going to be loud as hell. So the Volunteers offense comes out for the first drive, or for overtime, the first overtime, and their opening possession. Ellis sends a back in motion, has the snap, drops off the screen pass, coming to the right side, gets around a few blockers, breaks a couple tackles, and finally Copper comes up and knocks him down. That's not a good sign by this defense. We need to tighten things up relatively quickly. I know we're tired and we're hurt, but we've got to play better. So 2nd and 2. Ellis from the pistol has the snap in hand, fires it deep to the left side, hits his receiver, but he dropped it. He hit his tight end, looked like Madden coming out of the left side there, but Madden unable to hang on to it. And that is going to make it 3rd and 2 from the 17. Big play by our defense needed. Ellis making changes, sending the receiver in motion, has the snap in hand, fires the same pass, and this time he dropped it again. No defender was around, but they did drop it. And that's going to force him to kick a field goal. A little lucky break here by the Seminoles defense. No luck has gone our way with all the damn turnovers, but that done does, and that's going to force a field goal as they put that one through. And now comes our opportunity, trailing by 3. We need a field goal, at minimum a field goal, to continue to a second overtime. Touchdown wins it. So Smith is going to come out here with the Seminoles offense in a 4-wide set, has the snap, hands it off to Lane, going to the right side. He's got space, makes a cut, stiff arms forward, and picks up 7 yards down to the 18. Lane, the great run on that one. Kicked that to the outside, picked up 7, set us in good position. So now trips to the left side this time as we have, I think Burks is wide right by his lonesome. Hands off to Lane going left. Hole opens up and he powers forward and he's going to be brought down as another Volunteer defensive lineman goes dropping. Espinoza stayed on the turf. Looks like he's hurting. He's going to come off and probably be out, obviously, for the remainder of this one, I would think, depending on how many overtimes we go. On 1st and 10, Smith hands it to Lane. Bounces off a blocker. Still fighting forward. Lane has got fresh legs, plus he is big. He is a big back, and we need to use it. 2nd and 5 now from the 5-yard line. Basically 2nd and goal from the 5. Let's be real. Smith going to be under center, I formation, 2 receivers, Lane in the backfield. Has the snap, hands it off to Lane. He's got space. Lane walks it in for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Lane walks it in for the walk-off touchdown here in the playoffs as we shock Knoxville, Tennessee. who at one point was pretty much the #1 team all season until they lost in the SEC championship game. And even this one, Terrence Witt, obviously, I mean, I hate to see he got player of the game just because we won, but he definitely, I will admit, earned it. And that's going to set us up big. A big-time victory. We will move on to the quarterfinals of the playoffs here after this major game and a great, hard-fought victory by our Seminoles. That's going to take us to take on the Longhorns in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. This is going to be a big one. That will be the next episode. The playoffs do continue as we take on another SEC foe. And that, like I said, that'll be the next episode, guys. Remember to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. Definitely give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. You're excited for college football 26, and you're just excited for the college football season to be, a little over 2 months, about 3 months away from starting. And other than that, guys, hit the bell icon so you're notified of all of our content uploads here that we do here at Champ and Sons. And I will see y'all in the next episode at the Fiesta Bowl. So as always, everybody, stay safe. And, well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.